This is my 1-hour technology workshop presentation. I taught 4th and 5th grade teachers how to use Google Classroom, and I thought the best means of teaching them that was to use Google Classrooms myself. I had the teachers log in to Chromebooks for this exercise so that when they use it with their students, that would be the likely way that they would be having their students use Google Classroom. Once they logged in and downloaded the Chromebook app from the Chrome Web Store, or the Google Classroom app from the Chrome Web Store, I wanted to show them both the side of the student and the teacher. At some point in my presentation, they really began as a teacher. I showed them how to join classes and also how to create them. So when they were out here and they signed in as a teacher, they could either join a class or create one. I also had them join my class, Technology for Teachers, and all the hard copies of the handouts that I gave them in the beginning of the class, I also attached to Google Classroom so that they had a written set of directions on how to log in. How to join a class, and how to create an account as a teacher. I also provided them with a lesson plan for the workshop, including the objectives and the standards that would be covered. As well as providing them hyperlinks to the same resources that I have attached to Google Classroom, and directions for what we would specifically be going over during the workshop. I also found a great handout called 20 Ways to Use Google Classroom. It provides the teachers with the reasons for using it and benefits of using Google Classroom. And the last item that I included on here was an easy practice to get them started once they build their teacher Google Classrooms. This is an assignment that they can do with their students. And the assignment has students creating a 3-slide Google slide presentation. They learn how to take a snapshot. They add a picture of themselves on a title page, along with a title, How to Solve an Equation. Then they solve an equation and take a picture of it. And on the 3rd slide that they add to their presentation, they explain how they arrived at that answer. I had the teachers complete that exercise and learn how to submit an assignment, and then I showed them what a submitted assignment looks like to the teacher. Next, I included a video recording of how the teachers can get started signing in to the Chromebooks apps. That got us started on the lesson and getting the teachers signed in, since we had we're always pressed for time. The assignment that I attached was the Google Classroom assignment that I discussed earlier, and I provided the teachers with a template and also shared it with them in their Google Drives so that they could use this with their students as a starting point. At the conclusion of the workshop, I asked if there were any questions, and I had the teachers fill out a Google Classroom evaluation. And I attached the evaluation results. To the Google Classroom. And of course, this is easier to the eye to see if we actually view the responses under Summary of Responses. So I was able to teach 8 teachers so far, and the results were a 5. The staff development was relevant to their needs. I did allow them to sign up for the class, so hopefully the ones that attended were wanting to have that class anyway. The staff development time was utilized wisely. I did receive a 1-4 on that, and I believe that could have been due in part to a cell phone going off, a teacher forgetting her password, and then we had to almost reset it. So there was some interference, as there always is when there's a group of teachers that you're instructing all at the same time. Everyone has different needs. The staff development materials and resources supported the instruction. The staff development enhanced my understanding of how I can implement this successfully into my classroom. And the staff development helped me gain new information and skills. And the staff development will change some of the ways I currently do things. Although we were short on time, the instruction met their expectations. In addition to that, they needed to answer the questions: what was the most useful part of the staff development and why, and what additional trainings or support did they think that they would need. As a follow-up, really in general, most of them wanted me to be able to either follow up with them on a day when they've utilized Google Classrooms with their students, or to perhaps be in the classroom. They wanted me to be in the classroom with them when they introduce it to their students. And as far as the most useful part of the staff development, I think in general, they felt that there were enough resources that supported them. I also videotaped the hour-long technology session. This was one of 3 sessions that I ended up taping, since I did have 8 teachers during their planning times. I also attached the Google Classroom evaluation responses, which I just showed to you. And then I reflected on the evaluation and the workshop itself. I recapped the evaluation form responses. And I guess that's it. I want to thank you for a great semester.